Welcome to my channel Techify with Adil. So today in this video we will be seeing about Device Enrollment Manager. Organizations can use Intune to manage large number of mobile devices with a single user account. So Device Enrollment Manager account is a special user account that can enroll up to 1000 devices, which we have also discussed in our previous video. Organizations can use Intune to manage large number of mobile devices with a single user account. You add existing users to DEM account to give them special DEM options. So each enrolled devices uses single license. A DEM account is useful for scenarios where devices are enrolled and prepared before handing them out to the users for the devices. So the DEM would enroll the device, log on to the company portal and install the apps required by the user. If the user requires individual configurations such as email profiles, then the user should enroll the device themselves and DEM shouldn't be used. Users must exist in the Azure portal to be added as device enrollment managers. For optimal security, the DEM user shouldn't be an Intune admin. So the DEM enrollment method can't be used with these other enrollment methods like Apple Configurator with Setup Assistant or Apple Configurator with Direct Enrollment, ASM or Device Enrollment Program. So in all these options, we cannot use this DEM enrollment. So normally your DEM is will be used in the devices like where it is used for some inventory check, and it's a company owned device and they don't have any specific requirement of having an email or any personal data. Just they need have a normal company app access or company URL, and they use for like access management application or some kind of company applications. So in those kind of common devices, instead of having a personal user's account, they can use this DEM account for enrolling. And also it will be because usually there might be some kind of issues when a personal user log in. Maybe if the user left the company without, because all these asset verification devices and all these common devices is not being used all through the year. So it will be used only on particular time whenever there is an audit or whenever there is a check is going on. So there might be occasions when occurrences where the user might leave without unenrolling or removing the settings in the devices. So you can ignore all this kind of happenings when we are using DEM account for this common or shared devices of company owned devices. So example of device enrollment manager scenario is a restaurant wants to provide 50 point of sale tablets for its waiter staffs and order monitors for its kitchen staff. So the employees never need to access the company data or sign in users. So in this kind, we can use the DEM account to enroll all the 50 point of sale devices or tablets. So what can a device enrollment manager do? So only users in Microsoft Entra ID can be added as a device enrollment manager. So the DEM a user can enroll up to 1000 devices in Intune, sign into company portal to get company apps, configure access to company data by deploying role specific apps to the tablets. So limitations of the devices that enroll to DEM account. So devices that are enrolled with the DEM account have the limitations also. So those limitations are like no per user access. So because the devices have been assigned, no user has been assigned, so there will be no email or company data access. VPN configurations, for example, could still be used to provide device apps with access to data. The DEM user can't unenroll DEM enrolled devices on the device itself by using company portal. The Intune admin can unenroll. Only the local device appears in the company portal app or website. Users can't use Apple volume purchase program apps with the user license because the Apple user Apple ID requirements for Apple management. Then iOS only. So if you use DEM to enroll iOS devices, you can't use the Apple configurator and the DEP program, the Apple school manager ASM and enroll devices, which we have already seen in the previous slide. This means that you can't put the device in supervised mode. Thus won't have access to some configuration options. For Android, only the limitation is to number of Android work profile devices that can be enrolled with the single DEM account. Up to 10 Android work profile devices may be enrolled per DEM account. This limitation doesn't apply to legacy Android enrollment. Devices can install VPP apps if they have device licenses. That is Apple volume purchase program. Only if they have device licenses, and they cannot use with the user license. An Intune device license isn't required to use DEM. So the steps is like sign in. We have to sign into the Microsoft Intune Admin Center. Then under the devices, enroll devices, there will be option Device Enrollment Managers. So select and add user panel. So the enter user principal name for the DEM user and select add. So then the DEM user is added to the list of DEM users. So permission for DEM is global or Intune service administrator. Microsoft Entra roles are required to complete tasks that are related to DEM enrollment in the admin portal. Access all DEM users despite role-based access control, permissions being listed and available under the custom user role. A user without global administrator or Intune service administrator role assigned, but who has read permissions for the device enrollment manager's role, can access only the DEM users they created. So initially, anybody having global administrator or Intune service administrator can complete the tasks that are related to DEM enrollment in the admin portal. So if they are they have only the read permission for device enrollment managers, then they can access only to the DEM users they have created. Only for the global administrator and Intune service administrator will have the full access.